Okay, what I want to remind, particularly members of Let's Go Help. If you're a member of Let's Go Help right now, and we got 15,000 members or so, and that's a place where we all help each other get government grants. So really, I think it's the epitome of finally there is one single source that people living in America can go to find out all their government benefits, because it's such a convoluted contraption they made of having these. It's federal, state, local, and I've been studying this for 50 years. So I put one website together where you can learn every grant you're eligible for. And so because this is government, this is not people making money. So this is from government offices and nonprofit organizations. They're the people that help you. It's sort of like your church or the fire department. This is part of our community that never charges you money. And so that means that capitalism can't make money off of these things. So they don't tell anybody about it because they want to sell you stuff that they make money out of. So that's why you go to Google, you never find these. But it's 40% of everything in our economy. So what we have now is a single place where you can go and learn. Because if you go Google and put grant, you'll get 200 million people, and they just want to get money from you. But see, all the legitimate programs from the government, nonprofit organizations just give you money, and there's over 700,000 of them, but nobody knows. So that's why I've been studying this 50 years, and if you want to learn about these, that's letsgohelp.com. But aside from that, those are members. We also, and if you're thinking about applying, tonight is a deadline for our rent and mortgage grant. We give out $15,000 every month on the 20th of the month. So this is the 20th. And on the midnight tonight is the last day you could apply for our $15,000. Now we dish it out in $500. I mean, our membership fee is only $20. But you could win $500 from this one. Another grant we have every month. Every month we have another one for $1,000 you could get, and that's to spend on anything. Then we have another one for car repair, and that's another $500. So that's like $2,000 now on those 3 grants, and then you could also get a free laptop computer. So that's worth maybe $300 or something like that. So you could get $2,300 back by winning. You could win all 4 of those. Every month we have them. So there's thousands and thousands of people that do this. And then in addition, there's millions of people, millions of dollars that we've given out to grants to individuals. So it is significant, at least for a coal miner's grandkid from Pennsylvania. No idea, never thought I'd be giving money away like this. But I will, because the people need it. And the people, I'm living well enough. I pay my rent and my food and things like that. I'm 83 years old, so it's helping people who need it. And I don't want to build up toys in the basement or whatever rich people do, yachts and shit like that. The joy in life is helping people. So I feel I have about 10 more years to help as many people as I can before I die. And that's how to tell them and educate America that you're not going to find the free help. And see, the rich people know this. The rich people are all over this. And they use all these programs, I just found a program the other day for millionaires to get $40,000 to pay, listen to this, utility bills. God, you think a millionaire is worried about his fucking utility bills? No way. But there's millions and millions of people. 25% of the people in the country who applied to this money for this $40,000 got only like 1% of the money. The top 25% got 50% of the money. So the rich people know, and they know how to do this, but the rest of us aren't taught, and we try to get it in Google, and you can't use Google to find these programs, and that's why we have one-on-one help. We have 15,000 people. And these 15,000 people give you one-on-one help. This is the only place in America that you can have one place to learn what all your government programs are. Now, if you go to your congressman, they could help you some, but they know very little, to tell you the truth, because they're always calling me. Why do you talk about that? Where the hell is that? Because most of it's at the local level. And that's it. So 700,000 I estimate about 750,000. But if you don't believe me, go to this website, because this is free. You don't have to pay me a nickel. And if you go findhelp.org. Okay, so that's what you do. You go to findhelp.org. Now, I got some show and tell here. I want you to know, but findhelp.org. Is this the right thing? Or no, that's backwards, isn't it? Okay, no, that's backwards. Okay, so we got the one that's, okay, here, this one. Findhelp.org. Is this right for you? Okay. And you can go to that website, and that's where the 600,000 of these are. You know? And you put in your zip code, and you'll find 3,000-4,000 just in your zip code that help you pay things like this, rent. So if you're not a member of ours, Let's Go Help, you can go to findhelp.org right now, put in your website, put in your zip code, and then put in the keyword rent. And you'll find 50, 60, 100 organizations in your zip code that help people with rent. Now, this is where a lot of people fall down, is they don't know, they're looking for one that will be helpful, whatever. But the only way you find the right one for you out of those 50 or 60 is start calling. You have to call people to find out about this. You can't rely on reading something. There's so much crap on the internet. You don't know what it means anyway. And these are written in language to follow some law they have to follow to give out the money. So you won't really understand it. I barely do, and I've been studying this for 50 years. But the people behind that give out the money, are work for you. They're government officials, and they work for you. They're government officials, and they work for the public. Okay, and that's why you're allowed to call them. It's not like Google. Now Google, you call them, and they want to just sell you something. So that's why Google is full of people that want to give you something that's good for them. Okay, they're going to make money out of what they sell you. So they're framing everything in what's good for them, not good for you. See, when you go to the government, nonprofit organization, they're not motivated on selling you anything. They're getting the money, whether they make you apply or not. Doesn't matter. They're not on a quota. Get out of the money. No. So that's why they're there to help your problem and get you the best deal in life. And that's why you have to learn your options in life. There's too many options out there. And if you go to a salesman, who's selling you everything on YouTube, you're not knowing your options. You're selling here again. It's just what is the best option for him or her. That's the only option you know. You got to know the best options for you. That's why you have to talk to people in your neighborhood that are there just to help you find your options. That's all they do. They want to help people. They do this work so they can help their neighbors and help people and give out free money. Now, wouldn't that be a wonderful job? To give out free money to people that pay the rent or whatever the heck it is? Yes. And that's right. So they're there to help you, and their joy is helping you. It doesn't cost them anything. They're getting paid to give away free money. Getting paid to give away free money. Man, that's great. So what you have to do, though, is treat them very nicely. Because if you're a pain in the ass and you get yelled, you hate the government or it doesn't affect their salary or anything. They can hang up on you. It doesn't matter. They'll wait till somebody nice calls. So you have to use your personality or whatever, your kindness, to help them, because they know more than anyone else you will ever run into about how to get money for this. Because they do it every day. They help people without any money and find money and get money for this. They do that every day. So they're the people you want to talk to, not your Uncle Harry or some guy on the YouTube or something like that. No, actually, I'm one of those. No, you talk to the people. And there's 700,000, 600,000 grants on Find Help. 600,000. There's 50 or more just on rent wherever you live. So you call them. You make a half a dozen calls. You make a dozen calls or 2 dozen calls, whatever it takes. That's the only way you're going to get the help you need. And the government here, America, is wonderful but see, with America, what people don't realize, 40% of everything in America is free. 40% of America is giving away freedom of money. 60%, that's capitalism. They want to get your money, okay? They want to give you money. So this is where you have to learn. We don't learn that in school. We learn how to go to Google and buy stuff. Man, if you have money, God bless you, go there. But now there's so many people who don't have money. They don't have income. They don't have, they're in debt. They can't pay their bills. They're the people we have to help. And there's programs there that help. But you have to take the effort to go and try to do something about it. And that means getting on the phone when you talk to people who are in the business just to give away money and to find free help for you, not to find something for you to buy. Okay, please use this. This is a wonderful resource we have in our country. Very few people know, but the rich know every one of these goddamn programs. They'll hire people like I used to be. I used to charge thousands and thousands of dollars to do this because I'll pay it. And I was just helping millionaires become billionaires. Now they're back in Washington again, trying to get more money. It's easier for them to go to Washington to get more money and instead of come up with an idea that's part of capitalism so they could help people, right? No, it's easier to get to Washington. That's why they're here. But they're so much, talking about welfare queens, these are welfare billionaires living off the government. Well, that's a biased opinion. I'm sure they're not all like that. But you have to know how to do this. You live here just like everybody else. You have as much right to use this as those billionaires that are using it. But we don't teach you how to do it. So there's finally one place to go to learn all about these programs. You don't have to put together different things. And we have 15,000 people that are helping each other. Applying to these programs, 15,000 people. All they do is help you. You can talk to somebody now, today, I just found out we had 6 hours of people that are live on our platform that are live videos. I mean, they're Zoom calls. You could just click in and ask every one of them a question. It's still a bunch of hours to go, and I think they're on till about 10, 11 o'clock tonight. Yeah, so I think it's a thing that I think the government should be doing. They never got around to it. I've been studying this for 50 some years, and I really still think the government should be doing this, not me. But they haven't, so I finally did it, and I see, God, the way it's growing, just 2 years now. And God, it looked like it could go without me because the people are helping people, not me. It doesn't require me to answer everything. I'm just a trained SEAL now. But I'm live every day, most on there too, to help your questions. Because if you know where to go, what to do, what to say, we have it all programmed out. Because then you could go, see, if you remember, you could go to this section called Unlock My Goals. And if you want to pay your bills and debt, we have a section there. Step by step, all the video instructions, who to call, what to say, and all that. Here's another one, start a business. That's right. We have a step by step on how to do that. It's under Unlock My Goals. Then we have home and housing. You want to buy houses, fix up houses, something like that. First-time home buyer, second-time home buyer, whatever. Healthcare assistance, everything, dental, free dental care, health care, all kinds of things. Get rid of your hospital bills. There's programs for that. Get rid of it. Launch a nonprofit or level up your career. Start a new career. You have to change because incomes are going nowhere. Salaries are flat for 40 or 50 years. Unless you're in the top 10%, they're going through the roof. But the rest, 90%, aren't getting anything. It's the people who own businesses, the people that already, but you can own your business. The government will help you start one. Or you can get a skill without a college degree. They'll give you $40,000 a year to get a skill that you could earn $100,000 a year for the rest of your life. Let'sGoHelp.com. Let me help you too, please. And if you don't use me, at least go to findhelp.org and start using the government. This is your government that has help for you. But you have to take advantage of it.